fasten your championship belts because this podcast is unprofessional. Welcome to your weekly home for wrestling reviews, discussion, predictions, and more. This is Unprofessional Wrestling. Here are your hosts, Schwartz, George, and Travis.
Here we are once again to talk about wrestling. This is your mothers, grandmothers, and I can't. Let me try again. Can I try again?
Get one more time.
This is your mothers, grandmothers, and great-grandmothers' favorite professional wrestling podcast. This is Unprofessional Wrestling, brother. And, of course, over here is George. And, of course, over there, live via Satellite Pal, it's Schwartz. George, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm really enjoying this warm weather that we're having, especially this whole week. Looking forward to all that snow getting melted.
Yeah, that is wonderful. Schwartz, how you hanging over there?
It's like a sauna over here. 50 degrees is hot.
Yeah, it's lovely weather. And we're sitting in my basement, not enjoying any of it.
We should go outside and do this.
I'd be down to try that someday. We could do that. Do it in my garage or something.
Patio.
Hell yeah.
You can see how white George is.
What?
He is.
What?
See how white you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty pasty right now.
Yeah, quite a bit. So, Elimination Chamber obviously just happened over the weekend. So we have our main title matches completely set for WrestleMania and some other tidbits. Last night's Raw was one of the best that I think I've seen in quite a long time. I don't know if George would agree, but
I'd agree.
it wasn't a nothing or throwaway show, and everything on there, for the most part, felt like it actually had a place and it mattered, which is always nice. But our main takeaways from Elimination Chamber here: AJ Lee wins the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch, which I think was kind of predictable. CM Punk retained the championship against Finn Balor. Another banger from them. I do think their Raw match was a little bit better that they had, personally. Rhea Ripley wins the Women's Elimination Chamber. I don't want to say I'm surprised. It was either going to be her or Tiffany, I think. But no shocker there. And Randy Orton wins the Men's Elimination Chamber, which I hated the lineup they had for the elimination.
Okay.
No, I didn't hate the match.
Okay.
But I did not like the lineup they had for the match. We had Javon Evans, Trick Williams, both have barely been around. They're the two new guys on each roster. Not that it's necessarily a problem. I just don't think, I don't know, they have enough star power yet to make that feel like, they're much of an addition to that match. Of course, we saw Seth Rollins return during that match and cost Logan Paul. We thought Cody Rhodes maybe was going to take it there, and then Randy Orton got the RKO at the last second. Kiana James had a wardrobe malfunction? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Her and Raquel.
Danhausen, debut Hausens at Elimination Chamber Hausens. You're cursed. George is like, who the fuck is Danhausen? Because he never watched AEW.
Exactly.
Or anything outside of WWE. Did you know who he was?
I've heard of him, but
Okay.
it's kind of like a spin-off of Sting.
No, he's more of a comedy thing.
So what?
He's a mixture of probably like R-Truth. I guess face paint with Sting.
So
I guess
what
we'll
we're
do that.
saying is we can't wait for the Danhausen and R-Truth segment.
100%.
Hell yeah.
R-Truth with face paint.
You know what? I don't know. I'd have to look back at all the context behind Danhausen, but he does carry around a jar full of teeth. And in his matches, I believe he puts the teeth in his opponent's mouths. But yeah, that's what he does. He'll curse people.
Hence why Dominic lost last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, did you know, did anybody, okay, so maybe you didn't see this, Shorts.
Why do you just gotta throw me out like that?
I'm just saying maybe. I didn't say anything definitively.
Maybe.
We're all busy, man. There was a backstage segment I recommend watching because it's hilarious. Adam Pearce runs into Danhausen. Danhausen gives him the list of commands that's soggy because it fell in the toilet. And then the Judgment Day walks by. Adam Pearce introduces them. Dom's kind of a dick, and Danhausen curses Dom, and then obviously Dom therefore loses his Intercontinental title. I thought that was fucking great. I can't wait to see the Dom Danhausen confrontation next week.
It would be way better if Truth was still part of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
At least, also too, we get a WWE technically with the signing of Danhausen gets a new viewer follower-esque type thing. George wouldn't know, but there's a celebrity is a big fan of Danhausen. Do you know, Trav?
Who's that?
CM Punk.
No. Someone who's not a wrestler, celebrity. A crush that I had when I was probably like 5 years old, like a TV crush. She has an action figure now with his face paint on it.
I have no
You don't
fucking,
know?
I had no idea.
Topanga from Boy Meets World.
Oh, yeah, of course. Topanga just likes wrestling.
She shows up at PLEs.
Yeah.
She loves Danhausen so much.
And you love Topanga.
Didn't we all, though?
I like the pink Power Ranger.
Kimberly loved her.
Yeah, so
I mean, what?
Raw last night, Elimination Chamber was very, very mid, I did think. But
yeah.
Raw starts last night. Here comes the Vision. Paul Heyman, Logan Paul, Austin Theory. So I guess they're going to keep the Vision thing going, at least for now. But anyways, they're basically complaining about Seth Rollins, of course, costing Logan Paul the Elimination Chamber. And now we get these masked men running out one at a time to lure Logan Paul and Austin Theory out of the ring and then distract Heyman. So I like what they've actually done with the whole masked man thing. Or like last week when they unmasked it and it was another dupe and everybody's like, what the fuck? As if like nobody thought of the possibility that it was maybe a dupe.
Didn't that dude like train at Seth's like gym or something?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Pretty sure I read that online.
Could be.
Which one?
The first one that got unmasked last week.
So I like the way that they did that. And then here comes Seth from behind. Huge pop, unmasks. What?
I hate this whole masked person thing.
I agree.
I hate it.
I'm
We've
not
done it
a big
7 times.
fan. I know. I'm not a huge fan, but I like that they did something else with it where they added the dupes to throw people off. I didn't mind that.
That's the only element that's different than anything else. But we need to think of something more creative other than a masked man.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah. So, anyways, Austin Theory and Logan Paul were lured out of the ring by other masked men, so they were getting chased around. And then Seth Rollins comes up from behind Paul Heyman while he's staring at another dude pleading for his life. Seth hits Paul in the back with a chair and then stomps him. And shortly after, we see Paul with a bunch of blood around his mouth getting helped to the back and put in an ambulance, which is then shown to be driven by LA Knight. Yeah. For some reason.
Yeah.
LA Knight should have won the fucking chamber, man. I don't care what anybody says.
After that botch, he didn't fucking deserve it.
He wasn't the only one to botch in that corner that night either.
I know, but I feel like that move itself, he botches at least once a month.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough one.
At that point, though, then if he even was within the title picture, then I would imagine they would say, remove that from your moveset right now and just stop doing it until you can perfect it.
Yeah, or he could have did it on top of the pod.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought he should have won. Like, I'm cool with Randy winning and Randy versus Drew, whatever, but I can't help but think we're not getting Randy versus Drew only, you know?
Well, did you hear about this
We're
Friday?
not.
Yeah. So we're going to get Drew versus Cody in a title match this Friday, and that just further leads me to believe that this is going to turn into a multi-man match at
Yeah.
WrestleMania, which is fine.
Who else do you see being in that?
I'd like to
It's gonna be
say
a fatal 4-way.
Jacob
who-
Fatu.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But then what's the point of Randy winning?
Because so the whole thing is everybody's expecting Cody, and
True.
then this is going to be like the Rhea Ripley thing that happened where she demanded to be a part of the.
Oh, her
The,
title.
No, I
rematch
don't know
last
about
year.
that because the
This is going
argument's
to be close.
the argument's going to be that, or Cody's going to be pissed because he's like, Logan, you cost me the. Well, no, because they're not on the same show.
What's going to happen is it's going to be a title match on Friday, and then Jacob Fatu is going to go in there and he's going to DQ it, and then they're going to go for a couple weeks, and then they're just going to go fine. All four of you are going to go for the title then.
You know, I was wondering if we were going to get some sort of Jacob Fatu interference at Chamber, and we didn't.
Oh, now there's going to be.
I feel like they should stop with the interferences at the chamber matches because they've been doing it 5 years in a row now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, moving on from that. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was interesting. Then we saw. I'm pretty sure it was right after that we saw Jimmy Uso versus Austin Theory, which is pretty non-consequential, but match ended in disqualification when Logan Paul attacked Jimmy Uso, and then Jey Uso came out after and handed his brother a crutch to assist in clearing off the Vision. And yeah, I could give a shit less about the Usos and really the Vision at this point, other than whatever Seth is directly involved in. So,
Well, you know that's just leading to a tag team match at Mania, right?
yeah, I know. I don't want to see it.
Usos and Vision.
I have no excitement for Mania based on what we have so far, but that's another topic. Actually, also, I need to look up the date for WrestleMania.
17 and 18th, I think.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, 18 and 19. Damn.
I was close.
I was like, when I come back from Georgia, I'm like, I wonder if that's going to mess up doing something for my birthday the weekend after my birthday.
Did you also know that you're going to be 33? Who the fuck cares?
I'm sorry, do you not go out for your birthday ever?
No, because it's around Thanksgiving and we can't.
Sounds like he's fucking jealous to me. Anyways, fuck you. And after we saw all that go down, we saw the original El Grande Americano versus Rayo Americano. Is that how they pronounce it?
Rayo.
Rayo?
Ryo.
The original defeated Rayo. And let's just get to the El Grandes already facing off. What are we doing? We're not going to drag this all the way out for another month and a half, right?
It's going to be a mass versus mass at Mania.
AJ Lee came out with the Intercontinental title, basically just saying, just like her husband, that she's going to be a fighting champion and she wants challengers, so start lining up. And that led into a couple different things, like, for instance, Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Why are you pointing at me?
I have a WrestleMania open challenge prediction for that title.
I think okay, here's what I hope.
Tell me yours.
Think is I'm
Show me yours
hoping
and I'll show you mine.
mine's bigger.
Prove it.
I'm hoping that we get a ladder match for the women's IC title. With how many people are going to be going after it, I can see them doing that 100%.
I could see that too, but if they're gonna just stick with this open challenge, this is opening the door to have one of those viral moments that they've always wanted. They're gonna have an open challenge, and it's gonna be Paige,
Which
because then it's gonna
would be
bring that feud back.
which would be completely full circle because Paige surprise debuted and beat AJ for the Divas Championship back in, what was it, 2013 or 14, whatever it was. I think that was the Raw after WrestleMania too.
That's a good bold prediction there, Schwartz.
Yeah, I do like that. I'm a fan.
while.
But then it led into a couple things that we saw, like Lyra and Bayley talking backstage, and Lyra's hyping up Bayley like, that should be you. You shouldn't be left off WrestleMania this year. And then Bayley's like, well, you know what? I cost you a title shot once, so let's go together. And then when they went to Adam Pearce's office, Io Sky walked out.
What?
And then, I don't know. And then I liked that when Bayley and Lyra were walking into Adam Pearce's office, Lyra goes, hey, Scrap Daddy, we got to talk. That was fun.
So what's this? I read that Io's contract expires soon.
Yeah, I mean,
Will
even if that's
never,
true, there's no
ever,
way she's not
ever
going to
let that
resign.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way she doesn't
Triple H-
resign.
Triple H loves her so much. It's
Well, yeah. Have you
Unreal.
seen the Unreal with them?
yeah. That
Yeah, I thought they were going to
That's-
kiss.
they should have.
Yeah.
Right in front of Stephanie.
Gunther versus Dragon Lee. Gunther wins by putting Dragon Lee in a sleeper and taking his mask off. So that mini feud's probably over. What the fuck's Gunther doing for WrestleMania?
Probably gonna take out someone that's on their last.
I don't know.
Days,
I would imagine he's taking out Brock at SummerSlam because it's in Minneapolis.
Well, that yeah, but WrestleMania, I have no idea. I feel like, what if AJ comes back? I don't know, something stupid.
No, please no.
Where it was like I know, that's why I'm like, they would do something like that. Or like, who is the potential that could come in and be like, oh, I'll take him for my final match, and it's like their farewell match, like fucking Ric Flair, barely.
At 77 years old.
God, that would be the fun.
Just
He F5s
You
Ric
just
Flair,
think-
and Ric Flair just explodes.
F5s. No, he chops him, and his whole chest explodes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, duh. That's what I meant.
Jay Lethal and him were just sparring, and he was taking bumps. I think he was taking suplexes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh. Please, God, no.
I don't know. That's my guess. Is someone opens, like, brings in, like, it's an open challenge of some sort where, like, something stupid.
What
don't
would you
know.
want to
He's
see
out there.
Gunther and Brock, or like Brock and Oba,
Not
or
WrestleMania. It's gonna be Brock and Oba, guaranteed, because he's gonna have that rub, and then Brock's pretty much done until SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And then he's retiring.
I don't know. I don't think it should be Oba. Oba.
When are they gonna ever do it?
I guess I don't know. I'm
They
good
have
with.
to-
I'm good with. You're saying Brock?
Yeah, Brock and Oba.
Mm,
I don't know what Gunther's gonna do.
it's not going to be Rusev.
Sheamus is hurt.
Is there? You think he could beat? Do you think Sheamus would potentially be done this year?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like he is the type of person, even though he doesn't he might deserve it just for how long he's been in the WWE, but just more of like the sheer, like, he's not really that relevant really that much anymore.
I
It's not-
agree.
you can
He's had no
can't
character
really
change
have, like,
either.
yeah, you can't really have a farewell tour like John Cena or AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Like, he just wasn't to that magnitude. So he could be one of those guys where he takes it on and then just goes, I'll fight you for my career, and then just gets absolutely pummeled. And then keeps this streak going on that Gunther just retires everyone, and then he retires Brock, and then they can be done with the whole shtick or the gimmick. I don't know. It just seems weird why they're doing this to Gunther. I feel like he's way too good to be having this whole
Ultimate heel.
gimmicked I don't know, thing for him. I don't know. He's so good to have that on there. I don't think he needs this, personally.
I don't even know what you do with him at this point, though, because it's like right now he's not doing anything meaningful. It's like he really hasn't done anything. I mean, yeah, he just took out AJ a few weeks ago, but it's like, okay, what was that for? Then what? Now what is he gonna do? Like, what are you supposed to do with him until it's time for somebody else to retire in a year or two?
They could have, yeah, and they could have easily, which I think it was, sure, AJ said he wanted to go out on top. He still could have been on top going into WrestleMania and doing the whole farewell at WrestleMania. And I understand, too, that he wanted to do it as a full circle, 10 years exactly. But this really could have been a WrestleMania moment right there and had a huge stage for it.
So what if AJ, Cena, and Goldberg all come back at WrestleMania and challenge Gunther? 3-on-1 handicap match.
That'd be fucking sick. Imagine that's how Gunther retires.
That's some Paul Levesque thinking right there.
It's almost like the Stone Cold Steve Austin, HBK, Mick Foley, that whole thing where everybody was in Texas.
Oh, like what was that? Fucking 30?
Like 30. I think it was like 30.
Yeah.
Gunther's path to WrestleMania is so blurry. I have
100%.
zero clue what. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know what you can do with him. And I feel like they're only just having him out there right now going against mid-card people just to keep him as relevant as they can.
Yeah.
Because they don't have him in a major storyline. But also, like, I don't know. Like let's say he did go after Brock to try to retire him in the summer. Like, what do you do with him in the meantime? You probably don't want him holding a championship. At least I don't want to see him holding a championship anyway. I don't know.
Is Rey Mysterio hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say maybe he comes back next week and, this leads up to a WrestleMania retirement match.
He apparently got injured the night
some weird way
before the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But he was still in the Royal Rumble, and everybody was like, oh, Rey's hurt. They're going to use this as a way to get Finn in because Finn's going to attack Rey and take him out. And Finn was still never in the Rumble. Because I think there was a thought that Finn could have possibly won and challenged Punk, but obviously they just had their rematch at Elimination Chamber anyway, so whatever. Anyways, so we talked about how Dom was cursed backstage by Danhausen, and then Dom subsequently loses the Intercontinental Championship against Penta. Penta wins the Intercontinental Championship, and I didn't realize this until Michael Cole pointed it out on commentary, but this was Dom's first defense of the Intercontinental title since he won it at Survivor Series. Yeah.
How long was he out? Like 2 months?
It was over a month, I think.
Definitely over a month.
Let me see if I can figure it out.
Do you think he drops the Triple E Mega Championship?
Probably now after
He just
losing the IC one.
No, I don't think so.
That's usually how it goes, though. It's if you lose one, if you have two, you are like much more likely to lose it within the next month. The second one.
So he was only out for 3 or 4 weeks.
I swear it was longer.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think they're going to keep the AAA, whatever it is, on him because I think they still want to have some bigger WWE talent on there, and then you can get some more crossover audience, get some of the non-AAA people to watch AAA. But what do you think about Penta winning the IC title?
First title in the WWE.
It is. Kind of neat.
Debuted over, a year and a half ago?
About a year. I think it was just recent where they said that he just went on a year.
Yeah, because it was like week 2 or 3 of the Netflix move.
Yeah, it was like right before the Royal Rumble.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because he was the Iron.
So
That's a thing. I fucking hate it.
I feel kind of bad that Ray Phoenix doesn't exactly have the same momentum.
I think, okay, this might be a hot take. I think Ray Phoenix is better than Penta.
I think he can be more
By a
exciting.
lot.
I think his presentation is off. I think the way he like trots out onto the ramp looks fucking dumb.
He's on
love
SmackDown,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He also has like almost the same exact entrance that his brother
I
already
think he does
had.
it- Then I think he does it better than Penta.
Okay. How much do you think that
Guys, suck
entrance
his dick some
costs?
more. What?
How much do you
I
think
probably
Penta's
could.
entrance costs every fucking week to do with the pyro and the fucking fireworks and all that good shit?
Well, if they go to the,
Grand or
the
two.
fireworks in Baldwin, Wisconsin, then-
On the Minnesota state line.
yeah, then I think they could probably easily get it done for at least 200.
It's buy one
Buy one, get
at
8 free.
99 cents.
Yeah.
Field trip.
Right. No, I think it's a
Uh,
lot. They also pay for the amount of like the duration too, though. His duration of his entrance is so long.
It's not that long.
That's long, and they normally put his entrance right before a commercial break so that he can get going. He does his whole like surfer walk. Yeah,
I don't think it takes that long. But
have time it next time. I know that you sit there with a stopwatch on your head, so
He's Googling it.
we'll
How long is Penta's entrance?
Yes.
No, I'm just gonna
what's the average time.
no, I'm just gonna look up a video of his entrance, and we're gonna see how long it is.
I'm going to say
Okay, do
3:30.
Raw like do Raw like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, God.
It's literally Kevin Nash even said something like that on his podcast. He goes, this dude has like a 10-minute entrance. So he got mad
I'll
about
go
it.
2 minutes, 45 seconds.
Oh, there's a video of his entrance from last night. Oh, it's from the time the lights go out.
Just look at how long the video is.
I did, but I'm just making
is
sure there's no like super extra like fluff at the end of it or whatever. Hold on.
Big fluffer guy. I don't know. I think I would much rather see Ray Phoenix.
Okay, what are your guesses?
2:45.
Couldn't tell you. I'm gonna say 6 minutes.
Jesus.
How about a realistic guess? Because if that's realistic, you're retarded.
5.5.
So from the time his music first starts and the lights go out to the time that his corner pyro ends when he's in the ring, 2 minutes.
Still too long.
Probably that's just from last week.
I told you it wasn't that long.
Do one with like a long ramp or something.
That's obviously going to be longer. What the fuck does that supposed to mean?
Let's see what
do the
ChatGPT says.
Do a WrestleMania one.
ChatGPT doesn't know
Let's,
shit. Also, his entrance in 2K26 is 1 minute and 24 seconds.
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit. You can press the X button and then all of a sudden it appears in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I swear you guys just say shit to make me mad.
Always, every day.
I swear you just cherry pick facts
Where's your proof of that?
right now. Because I'm cherry picking.
No. Yeah, so anyways, after Penta wins the IC title, Roman Reigns comes out, and he's very quickly interrupted by none other than one Phillip Brooks of Chicago, Illinois.
Phil.
Phil. And they have a pretty damn heated promo segment.
Did you see that, Schwartz?
What?
The promo between Punk and Roman? Buddy, you missed
No,
out. You missed
blacked
out. I had to
out.
grab my fucking heart and make sure I was okay.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
It says, I just chat GPT'd it. It says it can run between 145 to 2.5 minutes. But there have been times where it is extended 3 minutes.
I'll let you guys argue this one out.
No. What I'm going to do now is play the last part of this promo segment. Because, damn.
You see how the alcohol... This...
Juicy.
Get back. Backwards. But can you make it out? 9.9%. What the frick are we doing over here?
Alcoholic.
As soon as I opened it, I was like, oh, these are...
Also, I just want to
Pretty
point
tough.
out right here, too. CM Punk right here just said, you just made the list. And I'm sure everybody turned their fucking heads. But do you remember before Punk, a few weeks before Punk returned, and people said, like, little things that alluded to Punk? And they're like, oh, my God, he's coming soon. You remember that? Like, I remember Corey Graves on commentary saying something about something being the best in the world. And there were a couple other, like, minor things, like, that were said on commentary or by somebody in a promo. And then Punk showed up a couple
Corey
weeks
Graves.
later.
Oh, I was going to say, Corey Graves just said that Gunther is the best in the world.
Yeah, but I
don't
don't.
know if
That wasn't a coincidence. But I wonder if like Punk saying this now is like a drop at a Jericho hint. But anyways,
I've been reading a lot on Jericho, by the way. There's no inkling that he has even discussed anything outside of AEW. I don't think we're getting him.
I'm gonna bury you
Robert
next to your father.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that was pretty good. That whole set. I didn't really give that much of a shit about this match. I'm overall just not stoked at all that Roman is in the title picture at WrestleMania fucking yet again.
He wasn't last year.
Yeah, but wait, what do you mean he wasn't?
He wasn't in the title picture last year.
Brother, it was him and Punk and Rollins in a triple threat.
For not a title.
He's right.
I know I am.
Who had the heavyweight championship last year?
Gunther.
Yeah.
Who did Gunther go against?
Jay.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
And Jay made him tap out.
All right, so fair point. But still, he's had
So-
way too many title matches at WrestleMania, and I just don't want to see it anymore. But this made
Roman
me
doesn't
get
need
excited.
Okay, so
That's what I'm saying.
Are you upset that Rhea Ripley's going to her 7th WrestleMania going for a title?
No.
No.
That woman is so over, it's unreal.
And she's there every
She
week.
literally,
True.
she could shit in the middle of the ring and everybody would love it.
Including you.
Yeah. Would you not?
This is my brutality.
Trap will be rolling on the ground as soon as her music hits.
Oh, my God. George wishes he was there.
What the You know what? I'm going to go shit in front of
Laying
your
in her-
door, so then when you have to get it out, it smears the shit into your carpet.
And then play Rhea Ripley's song.
And then I'm going to make Kelly clean it up.
Mm-hmm. On God.
Okay. That got a little
Yeah,
natty.
so I got a lot more excited about this match after that promo segment, and honestly, I don't know why I would doubt it, because if there's any two that can sell a fucking wrestling match to me, it's those two. I mean, I don't care to see Roman, but I mean, I can't deny that he makes me want to see matches. What?
He had shit on top of his lip.
You're just talking about shit. I had some. No, they are.
Yes.
I think they're both probably the best on the mic right now, besides LA Knight. But they definitely will get us all. I mean, we have what, 7 more weeks? We have 7 more times to hear them go at it with each other.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be good. I think they're gonna be able. This is really gonna be the only reason why WrestleMania, I think, is gonna have some sort of draw.
Do either of you seeing Paul Heyman getting in the middle of this
No,
further down the road?
I think
would
he's too
go-
far from. He's too far removed from both of them at this point. I think.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
you're my
because
wise man. Oh, you're my best friend.
No, they
Oh,
did
did
that
you-
last year.
Did you hear that Austin Theory was calling him Wise Man and not the Oracle?
I think
When
he
he was getting-
called him the wise
I
man,
feel like that's
and
on
then
purpose.
he said the Oracle after that.
I feel like that's on
He said,
purpose
like,
to be
the- He said
facetious.
Wise Man like 3 times. He was like, Wise Man, and I was like, wait a minute, what? You can't call him a Wise Man. You were never part of that.
Interesting. I mean, like,
I don't
maybe
know.
there's something to it. I don't know. I think it's
I
an
don't see
interesting
Paul.
catch.
Or I don't see Paul Heyman. Thank you. I don't see Paul Heyman being involved at all. I think he's pretty much dead set on the Vision and Brock
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, when he came out with Brock last week, I thought that was good. Like, okay, I'm glad Paul's with him, like, still.
Mhm.
And I like also that a manager can have more than one client, because Brock's not, like, technically a part of the Vision, but
But he's part of the Advocate, right?
yeah, he's still the advocate, indeed.
I don't think Brock. I don't know. I guess I haven't really heard his mic skills lately, but I don't think Brock can really hold himself if he just did that whole promo.
Brock didn't talk
Yep.
at all last week.
No, but he
No,
can.
and I
He's
don't-
done it before.
True, but I don't know if he would have been able to hold that whole open challenge promo that Paul did.
Yep.
No, probably not. But he'd also probably come out and, like, say something for 30 seconds, and it would be pretty decent. If they keep it short and to the point with him, I think it'll be good still.
So I referenced this. We have 7 weeks. I mean, maybe now 8 weeks or 6 weeks now, not 8 weeks. 6 weeks. When do we see his challenger and actually make it like a good time? What, like, in how many weeks?
3 weeks before Mania.
I was just gonna say first week of April, maybe, and I guess that's what that would be.
Do you think that's too late, too early? What do you?
Depends on who it is and how they do it.
I really think it's Oba. Because you're wasting. There's no other time that you can do this other than just a.
Well,
A
next
weird
week is confirmed. It's
Money
going
in
to
the
be
Bank.
Oba and Rusev.
Yeah.
So I don't see that feud going on longer.
True. Has Oba signed with either one of the?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
Shows.
just strictly on Raw.
Yeah.
But he was on SmackDown with Kit Wilson.
And The Miz, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's been back and forth.
So I guess I don't
if-
know. So maybe they're still prospecting.
Turns out it's going to be fucking Oba and Gunther. And
But I also think Brock is one of the couple people who isn't signed to an exclusive brand. Because I think that's actually a thing they've done in storyline with him.
You're right. I think you're right on that one. I hate saying it, but I think you're right.
Oh, you dick. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's everything going on in terms of that. I mean, so WrestleMania is shaping up. We know for sure that we have a couple title matches situated. We're gonna have Rhea and Jade, which is gonna get interesting because of the recent Twitter beef that allegedly is not a work. We are going to have the other women's title, which is holy moly,
Liv and
Liv and Stephanie Vecchio.
There you go, buddy.
Mm-hmm. And then for the men, as of right now, it's looking potentially like Randy and Drew, but obviously we're predicting it's probably not going to be Randy and Drew. And then, of course, we have Punk and Roman for the World Heavyweight title. And I think that is all that we really have that's mostly concrete to this point so far. Right?
Mm-hmm. You know what?
And we have the open challenge.
Give me
Yeah.
Gunther and Sami Zayn.
Sammy's beat him at Mania, though.
Has he?
Mm-hmm. For the IC title. Pretty sure that was Mania.
Yep. That was.
Okay.
It was Mania. So, I mean, either way, you could still do it. Are you doing it for his career?
No.
Just to put Sammy over.
I feel like the only way Gunther can even this is where I'm like, this whole gimmick, it sucks because now it's like anything meaningful now has to be for a career
It's very
or a
restrictive.
title. Yeah.
I mean,
So it's like
it'd be nice if Kevin Owens came back.
see, that would be something. Honestly, that would be it right there, where you could have a quick match and he could be safe. And that would be a way for Kevin Owens to come back and say, I challenge you, and then be something, they can word it out for his career.
Mhm.
But that one would be a way for Kevin to be done if his neck is not good. You know what I mean? They don't have to go anything.
Puts him in a
crazy.
fucking chokehold and just.
That honestly, that could be part of it though. That's how he gives up, where he's like, my neck can't handle all that, and there you go.
We just made
He
Travis
comes
sad.
out with a neck bleeding. Dude, show everyone your picture.
What?
Yeah,
A picture with Kevin Owens.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
No,
That can be like the main picture of our next show.
I don't think so.
You guys can talk about what you did at the airport together in the bathroom.
We took a selfie
In the bathroom.
and not in the bathroom.
Next to the urinals.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we were near a bathroom. I don't know.
You walked
Did
up
you
to him and said,
squat
I
there?
vape.
No.
Oh, close.
No, I said, hey, excuse me, Kevin, I'm a
work for
big
Monster.
fan. I was just wondering if I can get a picture. And then he shook my hand a couple times.
Which hand?
Right hand.
Oh.
Middle hand.
So what I'm saying is it's getting serious.
And that was what, 2018?
No, probably 2016. I think. At O'Hare.
Mm-hmm.
I got you,
Yeah. So
Daddy.
I guess that's wrestling. Right now, as we see it. Do you guys have any other notes or anything before we reconvene next week?
No.
No.
All right. Well, that covers it. Thanks again for checking out your mother's, your grandmother's, and your great-grandmother's favorite professional wrestling podcast, Unprofessional Wrestling. You can catch us right here weekly, almost weekly, sort of weekly, on YouTube, of course, right here. Don't forget that like and subscribe button, and most importantly, share it, of course, because we want all the mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers to find us. Obviously, you can find us on the socials. You can find us on platforms and such. So, okay. Yeah, all that being said, we'll give you guys the old salute, and we will see you next week right here on Unprofessional Wrestling.